Salutations! Welcome to the conversation. I am your host, the Queen of Shade, and I would like to formally, cordially, gleefully, and joyfully welcome you to One-on-One with the Queen of Shade Season 2. There are going to be a lot of surprises in this season. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces that have been here before, and some new ones, and it's going to be an amazing journey of discovery. Remember, these are not interviews. These are inner views. Let us see what your soul looks like. So pull up a chair and don't forget to comment, like, share, and most of all, subscribe. To follow the show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Queen of Shade, and you can follow the show there. There's also a podcast version of the show, but that hasn't come all the way out yet. I did a soft launch, but that will be coming out too. Season 1 was absolutely crazy. There are 253 episodes of Season 1. Yes, I was running off of pure adrenaline, pure spirit, pure excitement, and we got that done. So you can expect Season 2 to be just as magnanimous and crazy and explosive. There will be some great conversations that you will be able to take things away from and apply to your natural life. 253 episodes. Let's see what we do for Season 2. I love all of you and thank you for supporting, watching, commenting, liking, sharing, because baby, we're on this journey together. We're not on here alone. I'm not on here alone. My guests are not on here alone. You're right along with us. So once again, welcome to the conversation. Now let's get to the conversation. You fall. The Queen of Shade. I'm not the only one. 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 I'm gonna get you, boy. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna get you, boy. Mister, how's your wife and kids? Do they know you like to handle this? I say, mister, why punish your son? Cause his daddy likes my kind of fun. And at night you always call my phone. You're always asking if I'm all alone. And when I tell you that I need your love, you come running just to feel me up. Troy Legion. Salutations, Queen of Shade here, coming to you with a very special presentation. We are in Season 2 of One-on-One with the Queen of Shade, and I am bringing some amazing people to my platform to have a conversation. These are not interviews, these are interviews. Show us what your soul is, show us what you want to show, what you want people to know about you. Having said that, I have someone very special that you need to meet. He's new to my platform, but not new to me. We know each other offline. But at the same time, I have enjoyed many conversations with him, and I can't wait to have another one with him right now. You know, I got to incorporate the Gen Zers. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring to you Mr. Troy Legion.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
I'm giving you your full applause.
Thank
Be
you,
like,
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Listen, feel great. Everything feels great. Like, yeah.
Good, good. I'm glad. First of all, thank you for carving out some time to sit and talk to us today and grace us with your presence. So we appreciate
Finally, been a long time. I've been waiting. I've been sitting application after application. I finally got it in. I finally made it. Passed the bar. Finally, and I made it. I was just sitting here like, thank the heavens. I made it. It's a long time coming, but I'm here, and I just want to say I'm so honored to be here. Take care. Just to be here. Y'all don't understand, man. I tried so hard. It was long.
I can't breathe.
All these muscular men, they all looking sexy and moving a certain way. I'm like, damn, I gotta catch up. I'm not catching up enough. I'm trying to oh my god. Finally y'all let me in the room. I've been trying to talk for a minute. How y'all doing today? How you doing today? Damn. I'm trying to get
Oh
to the
my
door.
God. You're making my mascara run. Well, congratulations on making it into the room.
Yes, yes, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for your very heartfelt
Yes,
enthusiasm.
thank
And,
you.
Human Resources Department apologizes for their very egregious oversight and sends their apologies.
Oh man.
You are so comical. I love talking to you. You are so
Thank you.
comical.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
thank you.
God. Have you ever thought about comedy as a hustle?
Actually, I did. I did. I thought about comedy, but I felt like if I got on a stage, I would freeze. And I feel like with around a lot of people, because when you're comfortable with someone, you kind of understand their humor, or you can kind of see what they like to. But when there's a variety of people in a room, it's like, okay, this person may not find this person funny. This person may not find it funny. Okay, I don't want a whole room not finding it funny. Now I'm just standing there, and I'm just like, you know what, guys? And I don't do embarrassment well, so I'm gonna get off the stage. I'm not the type to stand there. I don't stand there. I'm not about to sit there and wait for somebody to cackle a little bit. Now they're laughing because nobody laughed. You're tripping. I'm getting off the stage quickly, immediately. I'm putting that mic down. It was like, thank you for your time, but I was not supposed to be here. And I was like, apparently, I was not supposed to be here. I was like, no. Then I'm gonna be like, God, what did you destine me to do? Because obviously it wasn't this. I'm like, yeah, I'm putting it.
Well, what's so funny? One thing that I can say, because I know a couple of comedians and they're really good, and they talk about, like, I love that you brought that up because they talk about how difficult it is. It is a
Mm,
very, very difficult profession. I love that we started there. Entertainment is difficult, but comedy is difficult because you're right.
mm,
You have to go in and you have to read a room. And,
mm.
sometimes that goes well and sometimes that doesn't. But I find that a lot of comedians, when they're doing their craft or when they're entertaining, I find this a lot with a lot of entertainers, even myself. You don't necessarily walk into the room going, I need to make all of you laugh. A lot of the times you go into the room and you're thinking, I need to do my job. I need to make sense. Because
Right.
this is the thing. I know some comedians where, like, I just had that reaction to you. I've never laughed that hard on my show. So I'm really thank you for that. I've never, whole season, 253 conversations in season one, and I've never laughed that hard. So that's what made me ask about comedy. But, like, I hear a lot of people, even myself, say that, listen, I know I have a gift and I'm gonna use my gift to the best of my ability. That's why it helps as an entertainer to be around a lot of different people
Hmm.
because I'm not going for I'm going to try to reach you. I'm going
Right.
basically as to I'm offering what I have. And I'm hoping that you'll see something in it. Because my thing is, I'm not the funniest person in the world. I'm not. I get
Mm-hmm.
very serious very fast. And sometimes, someone really close to me tells me not to internalize so much and make things so serious. But I've just been so serious all my life because, like you said, like your reaction was, I waited my whole life to get here.
Yeah.
I wait.
But I feel like bad comedy is like it's like going to a cookout, bringing food that nobody wanted. Like it's like imagine bringing a dish and then somebody's like, "Ew, who the fuck made that?" And now you're just sitting there like, I don't know who brought that in. I don't know, but whoever did that need to be put out. And then somebody come out, dang, you make it? No, I ain't make that. I ain't bring that. What you talking about? But it's like that, and it's like it's not so much the embarrassment part. It's more so the fact that like if nobody reacts, like nobody, like come on now, that's something I probably wouldn't live down. I just don't want like
No.
you know.
You saying that you're making me, and I love this. I love talking to Gen Zers because you guys are so cool. So the way you guys think, it's so cool. And all of you people out there that are in the 40 club like me, if you don't talk to Gen Zers, you're going to hell. But anyway, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other statement. But anyway, yes, because you need to keep learning. Like you need to keep learning. Like what I'm grown, so I know everything. Like hold on.
Like, what you go to hell for?
Yes, you going to hell. I never sent anybody to hell, but I'm sending y'all to hell for not because
Oh man.
India Irie, famous singer, love her to death. Shout out to India Irie. She had a song, and it was on one of her albums that I really loved. And she said, if young people would talk to old people, we would be
Mm-hmm.
better people all around. So, like, she's also a Libra, like me. So
Mm-hmm.
she understood that, listen, if you're in a circle of people and they're like, I only talk to people 40 and above, they're pretty damn boring.
Yeah, I mean, you also got to remember, misery likes company. So when you're near death, of course they want to be near somebody that's near death too. So it's like
Hey,
because they
hey,
understand it.
I said I'm
Like,
old. I said I'm 40. Why I gotta be near death?
I'm just saying, like when usually misery likes company, so they'll be like, "Well, you don't understand because you're not near the experience." And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be. I'm like, like at this point, it's like I don't want to be. You know what?
Right.
Enjoy your life or the rest of it that you have left. I'm like, you know what? Because I'm sick of this. I'm like, no, the one that
Yeah.
I can't stand is usually when someone judges our intelligence based off our age, and it's like okay, like do you not understand that intellect has nothing to do with age? It has nothing to do with no age whatsoever. My baby brother is smarter than me. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So I need people to understand that it's just a experience to just learn in life. Just whatever you don't know. Like listen. So like for example, as far as social media, you're the queen of it. I don't know social media the way you do. That makes you smarter than me in social media. But I could play soccer. I could play hockey. You know? If you don't play soccer and hockey, that means I'm smarter than you in that field. You get what I'm saying? So nobody should sit there and go, "Oh, you don't know too much because of your age. You don't have the life experience and stuff like that." I'm like, okay, just because you dodged a couple bullets and you survived the jumping does not mean you know more than life than I do. It just means you survived in your journey. Congratulations. You want a cookie? Like, okay, you survived. Like,
But you know what? You're right. I'm tired of people because that's why I brought you on here. I'm so glad that you're hitting like this is the thing. Like I don't think you'll ever be B-list anything. You'll always be A-list. You're hitting everybody in the room. Like trust me, these comments they're gonna be like, yes, yes, yes. Because literally you're hitting everything in the room. Like we need to discuss that because a lot of older people, especially when they feel intimidated because
mm-hmm,
they may not know what someone younger knows, I
mm-hmm.
find that, and I don't have these as friends or anything, I don't hang out with them, they automatically pull the age card and they try to sun you. And
Exactly.
yes, I've had a lot of people in my life, because get this, Queen of Shade is 12 years old, but I'm 42. I
Mm-hmm.
remember being 21. I remember being 22. I remember being young. And I remember, and I'm saying it specifically, I remember talking just like this
Mm-hmm.
at 22.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it's the reason I was able to leave America, go to Paris, stay for 6 months with no money in my pocket, and be all right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have been always talking to people like this, but literally, I remember it. Everybody, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about because you don't have the money to back that up. You don't have the title. You don't have the degree. You don't have, there was always you don't have. And like you said, now I'm sitting here with a gold crown on my head talking to people, and they're like, and my thing is, and I said this in a video right before I made this, I didn't have to ask no one's permission to put on a crown. I didn't have to ask nobody's permission to put on a wig and a dress.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to ask no one's permission to start this show. Like, I did what my mind led me to do. And I find that a lot of people, they lack imagination. They lack
Mm-hmm.
imagination because my attitude, first of all, I don't feel old, but one way that I keep my youth, even being 42 years old, is that I hang out with a lot of young people. And you have to
Mm-hmm.
understand, I hang out with young people. Now, there is a bar. There's always a bar. But
Right.
I let young people be themselves because I want to find out what you know. Your experience
Mm-hmm.
cannot be my experience. I come from several generations, up. So
Mm-hmm.
how are you guys doing it? What's new? What's current? Because the truth is, I may be the queen at this of what I'm doing, but my
Mm-hmm.
audience is you guys,
Right.
and I
And
have
at least you
learned.
started. People that are that are tearing you down and making you feel like you're nothing because 12 years is not enough time. Okay, but what did you start? What did you start? You're sitting there coming at the person that started already. Where did you start though? You didn't even start yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That is frustrating. I didn't even think about
yeah,
it. See, once
exactly.
again, I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you're
It's
right.
exactly like at least you started. Like no, people be talking and tearing down dreams because they didn't live up to their potential in their dreams, so they want to tear you down. And it's like, listen, I get that you like that company, but you can die alone. I've been saying this. You can be alone. I don't care. Listen, you're going to go alone anyway. So why are you trying to bring everybody else with you? You want to be miserable and sad, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just ruin somebody else's day. Okay, cool, but that comes right back to you. That kind of magic comes right back to you. That type of energy comes right back to you. And the crazy part is they don't understand that, so they wonder, why is my luck so bad? This is just my life. This is just how it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be that way. Like
You're the cause of it. Yeah, and
exactly,
you're the cause of it.
exactly.
You know what I hear too? Not enough people take accountability for their actions. Like, not enough people. Like, it's so crazy because this was a thing a couple of years ago, and it's been a while now. It kind of like it started in Hollywood, and then it trickled down to everybody because Hollywood is everything in America, especially in America and abroad. Everybody sees the movie
Right.
pictures, and that's what it is. But they started saying the saying, "My bad." So it was supposed to be a way to like apologize for something,
Yes.
but just because you apologize for something doesn't mean that you get to escape the consequence of doing it.
Exactly.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. In my life has been very difficult because I've had to pay for every action that I've made, every reaction that I've given. And that's why people look at me and they say, oh, she's able to do this. No, I've had years and years of eating my own words. Having to
But
be.
you know what's so crazy? There is a loophole, and a lot of people don't realize this. There is a loophole, right? So a lot of people they have this preconceived notion that karma just comes when you put it out and it just hits you back and stuff like that. What a lot of people don't know is, like martial arts, like for example Tai Chi, the energy that come to you, you can maneuver it. So you can change the way it hits you. Because let's say you reacted a certain way and then karma comes back, right? If you understand why it's happening, you can change the trajectory of where it's going. Because now you fully grasp the lesson and you understand the lesson, because people think that karma is just a hitter. No, karma is a lesson. That's all karma is. Karma is just a lesson that comes back and it keeps coming until you get it. Once you get it, it's not effective no more. Once you understand the lesson and you act on that lesson, it is no longer effective. And people don't understand that. They just take the hit. And it's like, no, you can block, you can dodge, you can move out the way, you can walk away from it, you can just move. Like you genuinely don't have to sit there and take it, but you have to understand the lesson though. If you don't understand the lesson, you'll always get hit.
And a lot of times in my life, I made mistakes, and nobody knows because I didn't get, I didn't get the embarrassment because I learned
Right.
the lesson. I'm very hard on myself about the
Hmm.
decisions that I make, so I just really was like, oh. So Karma was like, okay, bitch, we don't need to get you because you're getting yourself. Like Karma knocked on my door and was like, okay, bitch, can you stop because
Hmm.
taking my job and I need a
Yeah.
job. I got like three little Karma kids. So like Karma had to really
Yeah.
like I really had to have people say that to me. Like even my grandmother, she said like, bitch, move on. Because I
Right.
was one, like, you know what it is too, though, and I think this is a lot of people. I don't like to fail. I've never liked to fail. None of us do. But get this, failure is it is needed for you to
Hmm.
advance. If you don't fail at something, if you've never failed at anything, you don't know how. You haven't built those muscles that help you bounce back. So
Right.
yeah, like when I was younger, especially even when I was younger, when people was telling me, "Oh, you don't know how to do this, you didn't know how to do this," I took that to heart. So then I
Hmm.
took my ass home. All you need to know about the music business by Donald Passman. Like I started researching and
Hmm.
reading and learning everything that they were telling me I needed to know. But
Right.
you get those people around you sometimes, and that's why they're not around me. I don't spend time with these people. But it's like, oh well, I'm older and I know. No, you don't. All you know how to do, and I'm gonna take this out of a page of your book, all you know how to do is pay bills, pay a mortgage, pay for a car, buy clothes. Go to the grocery store every week and buy the same fucking thing. That's all you know how to do. And so many people,
Well,
this is a page from your book because you've said this to me. So many
mm,
people want kudos for paying bills.
for the bare minimum. It's like for the bare minimum, and it's like, yeah, yeah, nah, try harder, buddy. Try harder, buddy. I'm just no, like for real. I'm not even trying to be heartless. Like, try harder, buddy, because it's not working. Like, you want props for something everybody's doing. Try harder, buddy.
No
Like,
uniqueness,
okay,
no real effort, no expenditure
yeah,
of energy.
exactly.
I
And
remember.
that's a and
No, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
No, because I was going to say, I remember when I started this.
Hmm.
I had my grandmother's funny church hats on, and I remember, being. I worked out a lot then, having no chest, having a bare chest out, pecs out, and having like my grandma. She got me like jewelry to go on
Hmm.
my bare chest because my idea was to let it hang out. If you got it, you got it. And get this. I remember, I didn't even hear it myself. Other people that I was affiliated with told me, girl, they laughing at you. You're the laughing stock. We talk about how funny you are and how this, and it was not in a good way. It was not in a good way. They thought like,
Hmm.
she's letting it all hang out. She's not polished. She'll never, get it. We ain't got to worry about her coming to
Hmm.
take our jobs or our
Hmm.
followings or none of that stuff. But over time, I heard that feedback and I learned. And now I sit here
Hmm.
today, and now everyone comes to these to see who I'm speaking to, but also to see what I'm wearing, which is a part of the brand because I started in fashion. And I don't even, and this is the thing, I don't have to wear designer. Get this, I'm still on my journey. I can't afford to buy designer clothes. I'll go bankrupt I'll take my whole company trying to buy Christian Dior. Trying to buy,
Nah.
like, no. Other people in the world make clothes that I can
Yeah.
afford to use until I'm on the level. And you know what's the funny
Hmm.
thing? You know what the funny thing is? Even when I'm on the level, because I have discovered that there is more than just what the media said, these designers, I have discovered other designers and real modern day people that make
Hmm.
amazing clothes. I
Hmm.
won't buy designer when I am on the level because I'm
It's
like,
just a name.
yes, let me give somebody else a shot.
It's just a name.
Yeah.
It's literally just a name. Somebody slapped their name on it,
Yeah, you're
have
paying
a
for
business
the
and money for it.
popularity of a name.
Hmm.
Get this. One thing I love about the actress Halle Berry. Halle would step on the red carpet and she would take risk. Everybody else is wearing De La Renta. Everybody else is wearing everybody else. Vera Wang. Everybody is wearing all of these different designers. And she would give a no-name designer a shot. And I hate saying no name, but in the scheme of entertainment, they weren't known. And she would wear constantly beautiful dresses that fit her body and accentuated her beauty. And it would be a designer they didn't know. And then after she wore it, well, now you know them. Now you know them. Like, I also am that
Mm-hmm.
way. I like to give people a shot because I remember
Right.
when I wanted my shot, and I remember that nobody gave me one.
Exactly.
Nobody gave me one. And then someone from my family had to step in and say, you know what? Like, that's the real, like, I ask her all the time, why did you do what you did? Why did you take your whole retirement, withdraw your whole six-figure retirement that you earned? Why did you do that? Write me a check and hand it to me. And she says to me, because nobody gave you a shot. I was sick and tired of sitting here looking at you, knowing that you were talented, knowing that you were able to do it, and nobody would even pull over and give you a shot. So she said, if I don't do anything else in this world, I'm giving you the shot you never got. She told me that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, and I do, okay, now in this world that we live, I do understand that everybody will not get a shot. I do understand that. But
Mm-hmm.
it, as we were speaking, it's based on your decisions. It's based on
Mm-hmm.
how you move. It's based on what you do. I was doing this when I wasn't making a dime, when there was
Mm-hmm.
no money behind me. I
But
was
you know
doing
what's so
it.
crazy? That is a shot. So what people don't understand is this. They always say, "Oh, I never got my shot." It's not that you never got your shot. You never took the shot. That was the thing. Your goal is to hit the target, not to take the shot. You already have the gun. The gun is you. You're just supposed to take the shot. But the thing is, if they don't have a target, they won't shoot. That's the problem. They don't have a clear target. They don't have a so what they'll do is they'll put the gun down because they're like, oh well, no, make a target and keep hitting it
Yeah. Yeah.
until you get
I
really
like
good.
one thing I like about your philosophy, because this is what it is. You're sharing your philosophy. I remember being in college and I was, like I said, spouting my philosophy. And they told me, they were like, listen, you should be a freaking philosophy major because you have this ideology that we can live in. We see it work, not just for you, but for other people. You have this philosophy about you, and we're hearing it. And I'm so glad because we're hearing it, and it's going to serve so many people that hear it because people really do. And you know this, people really do go to do something, and then someone says, you can't do it. And they say, all right, and they go home.
Exactly. So my thing is this. Listen, I don't want to always come off as not caring and heartless, but that's why I always compare it to common sense, right? I always say this stuff should be common sense, but sense is not common. Because the thing is, just because, like, if somebody comes up to me, you're not black, I'm gonna just go home and go, oh well, I guess I'm not black. Like, where's the confidence in you? Like people get confidence and ego mixed up. Confidence is trust in yourself that you know what you're doing. Even if you don't know, the trust in yourself is confidence. You know what I'm saying? Ego is that I need to show off. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people have this thing where they're like, I don't know, I just did it, and it's like, no, it's common sense. Why did you believe that person? Because they just said it. You didn't even give it a try. You didn't even try. See, at least you tried. You was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And then when it failed, you tried again. When it failed, you try it again. When it failed, you tried again. You know what I'm saying? The only a winner is only a loser that tried one more time. That's all it is. That is all it is. Like literally, if you keep losing, the only reason why you keep losing is because you stop. You just won't you just won't keep going. You'll stop. You'll get to a point where you're like, and if everybody calls you trash, you're gonna start believing you're trash. You gotta tune that noise because nobody. And then because then when you make it, it's oh my god, I was there since day one, and oh my god, like I was always there. Oh my god, I started from the beginning when you ain't really had nothing. Like now, I supported you the whole way. No, you wasn't. You was a hater. What are you talking about? You was a hater. You was the one that was shitting on me and stuff like that. No, it was tough love. Well, tough your love like ass out of here. Like I ain't about to give it back to you. Like you're not. No. Like get up out of here. I don't love you no more. You're gone. And I'm like no. And it always happens. It always happens because the thing is, all you did was keep going. Consistency. That's all you did was keep going. When everybody else, oh, this is too hard. This is too much. You kept going. That's why you got the results that you did because you kept going.
There were many, many. mental breakdowns. And I can be very real. Like, there were many mental breakdowns that the people around me that love me most and know me best had to
Mm,
help through, because it was just like, you know, doing this and having everyone say, well, you're not making enough money. They tried to reduce my work to a dollar amount. And then
mm,
I was actually talking to my therapist about this last week. And then I didn't realize that I started reducing all of my work and my worth to a dollar amount. And when
mm,
I literally said that to myself, it was like, but all that you do, like, and when I started like really thinking about it and how long I had done it, because I'm not gonna lie, I did it so long that I often had intrusive thoughts and thoughts of suicide, because it was like, you just can't cut it. Everybody around me, even in my own family, you just can't cut it. And this is so crazy, because every single person I brought to this camera, I did monologues before I sat down. And when we talk, we bring up these monologues that I did,
mm,
that no one has even seen yet. But I literally just said that in a monologue. Where the hell were you? You told me I couldn't do
mm,
it. You didn't believe in me. You said, you even tried to stand in my way. You tried to stop the people that wanted to help me from helping me. And because they had their own mind and common sense to see somebody talented, they didn't listen to you. And because
right.
of it, now it's, oh, well, you're so great. I had a family member come to my door, and I hadn't seen her in a very long time. And she watches me online, and rightly so, because that's how a lot of my family communicate with me, because they don't see me in real life. I'm not a part of your family. You are my relatives. You're not my family. But she came to the door, and I opened the door, and I was just grabbing something for my grandmother, and she looked at me and she's like, oh my God. And I stopped to humor her for a second to hear what bullshit was about to fall out her mouth. And it was some bullshit, because she says to me, she was like, wow, it really is like night and day. I mean, I see you online as the Queen of Shade, and then I see you here and you're my nephew. You're cool. You're down to earth. Oh, I don't have a chip on my shoulder. And it's like you said, because I lost ego a long time ago, I put in the work. So when I move, I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just doing what I do. And
Mm,
to hear her say that as a general consensus of the family, oh wow, it's really like night and day. You really aren't like that in real life. And it's like, no, I just am really good at my job. And then when I walk away from my job and I need to function in the other crowns that I wear, son,
mm,
grandson, uncle, brother, I know how to take this crown off and put on my other crowns. And
mm,
it made me think that the reason she was saying that was because in her own life, she was telling on herself, you haven't mastered how to be who you need to be with every person that you meet. You constantly have to take and regale others with your said accomplishments, because you feel that those accomplishments give you value. And I'm not there. I
mm.
know that I'm valuable.
I mean, peasants always find people of royalty surprising and shocking. So that's usually what it is. When you find somebody that like that always has something to say just because you're doing it, it's kind of a signal to them like I didn't max out my life. I didn't actually try. I didn't go and get, or when they did, it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. So what they do is they project. They project it onto you, which is what we refer as dark magic. They push it onto you, and they give you all these like because in a way it's supposed to make you think back like, oh, nah, maybe I'm not like this. Maybe I'm not like no, like this is, they're both me. It's just one version and another. You get what I'm saying? But people have a tendency of trying to slip their insecurities onto your personality to make you feel like you're nothing because they're nothing, and they know they'll never be nothing. So so they'll just say a couple things, and be like, even people don't understand the nicest compliments it won't even be nice. They'll say things like, um oh, oh, you finally made it. They'll say things like that. Oh, you finally made it. It's something like that. First of all, what do you mean? Hold on. So you was watching me that whole time. You ain't supporting me once. You like, what do you mean? I finally made it. What do you mean? And don't get me wrong. For those that were actually there, they could say that. But when you really think about it and stuff like that, it's like, no, I didn't make it. I created what was already there. All I did was bring my world to this playing field. That's all I did. This was my world, and I brought it into this playing field. And then what did it do? You manifested it into real life. That's all you're doing. It's just manifesting it into real life. But people don't know how to do that, and that's okay. But at the same time, they knock off everybody else that is gifted and know how to do that. And that's another reason why their lives are usually messed up. They're usually down and out. They're usually falling out of marriages. They're usually falling out of, family gatherings. They usually separate from people they love. They can't connect because they can't connect with themselves. So when
Mm.
there's no love in self, how you gonna love somebody else? You know what I mean?
I was thinking about this the other day, and I've been saying it lately, but a normal life was just something I was never interested in. People
There's no such thing.
expound on it.
It's like
What do you mean?
like
And I'll finish
here's
what
the
I was
thing.
saying.
I know. This is the thing. People would be like, "Oh, live a normal life," right? But for someone to have a white picket fence, a big house, a yard with a dog and some kids, that was somebody's imagination they brought to life. And then everybody else was like, "That's a good life. I want to live that too." So then they do that. I remember I was talking to one of my exes before, and the one thing I mentioned was, "Why do we celebrate Christmas? We go out our way to put a big tree into our house, put lights all over the shit, and then have the audacity to say some jolly old fat man is gonna come down and give children presents and eat their milk and cookies." Sounds like a pedophile to me. But I'm just saying, like, I don't like. Why are you coming down my chimney to surprise my children with gifts? I don't even know you. My own family doesn't do this. Like, you know what I mean? And they normalized it, and they just give it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just give it to the world, and the world is just like, oh yeah, oh my god, this is a good imagination. And it's like, no, like stranger danger. What happened? Like, what happened to that? Like, you just gave up on that? Like, what's up? So the thing is, I feel like people don't have their own imagination no more. People don't. There's no such thing as normal. Normal is basically the majority doing something the same. That's all it is. They're all doing it the same, so they're saying this is normacy. If you don't do this, you're abnormal, and that's the thing. And then that's when you get labeled as crazy. You get labeled as, you get labeled with mental illness until you succeed. Then you're eclectic, and you're enthusiastic, and you're magical, and you
Eccentric.
have gifts and talents, and you're a prodigy. That's when they start giving you labels and stuff like that. They rename stuff, and it's like, no, I just thought outside the box. While everybody was a robot, I'm like, hey, I just want to live and do it this way. And then people are like, oh my god, that is cooler. You don't know it's cooler because you never tried.
Yeah. I
You
just,
you never tried.
yeah, never try. I didn't want, okay, so being gay, I didn't want the normal heterosexual or heteronormative life. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
play this role, you play this role, we have kids, we have a home, and we this and that. I never, those things didn't appeal to me. And I'm not shitting on that. Like, I'm not shitting on that, but I saw it. I was just saying it to my grandmother. I see it as just a way that a society is surviving. And I do
Right.
surviving, not thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, like I said, they find themselves in their adolescence in high school. They party like a rock star in college. They get the degrees and stuff, but they party, they drink, they do all of those crazy things. They get it all out. Girlfriends doing the whole football team, whatever. But what happens is then they meet the person that they're in love with or that they love, usually after college or in college. They get their jobs, they get
Mm-hmm.
married, they buy a house, they have kids, and then the cycle repeats itself.
Right.
And I'm like, it's so crazy because people say, oh, well, you were molested and raped, so you never, that's not a natural life for you to be gay. And it's like, dude, I knew I was gay at 2 years old. And, well, look at this though. I knew not only was I gay, but I was giving full concerts to stuffed animals. My mom told me, you were singing the Sound of Music, The Hills Are Alive for the neighborhood boys. You know, in the hood, not one of them boys ever teased me. Not one of them boys ever teased me. Sang for them. We was all the same age. My mom, she said, you used to go outside, you would watch a Disney movie, you would learn a song, you would go outside and sing it to those boys. And they weren't even my friends. They wasn't even my friends. Like, what I'm saying is that I just naturally knew that I was here to do something other. I won't even just say entertainment or this or that, because I had to put somebody in their place a couple nights ago when they came on my platform and was like, entertainers should stay in entertainment and mind their business about politics. And I was like, first of all, all of us wear many hats. Then I was like, then you don't understand. This is my job. You don't know what my passions are. And then I started explaining that I want to work for the United Nations. I started that real work. And then I said, and then on top of that, that star that you're trying to make light of, you may work at a government agency, but that star that you're trying to tease me and tell me to stay in my lane with, that star is going to make sure that I affect this world with positive change way more than you ever could. I'm going to have opportunities that you at working at a government agency will never get because of that star. And I think that's why, now that we've had this conversation, I think that's why the person said it in the first place. I think because they looked at me and looked at their life and saw the differences that they projected. And now, because I didn't see that until you said that just now, they projected because, they probably wanted to sing. They probably wanted to have a camera. They probably wanted to take and do this. But like you said, they said to somebody, oh, I want to do this. And they said, man, you crazy. You can't do that. You better stay in school. You better go ahead and do that. And they took it as the gospel, as we say. Not like with me, people said shit to me in my life and I took it to heart. But then I always had that looming voice in the back, which I now know is my voice, that said, "But you at least gotta try it. You at least gotta try it."
But you know what's so crazy? That whoever said that to you is a special kind of stupid. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Like, if we're in the same country battling the same thing, we're dealing with the same problems, right? Obviously, your president is my president. Why shouldn't I have a voice to talk about it? Your president is my president. Who you put in office may not be who I want in office. You get what I'm saying? They're like, oh, stay out of politics. First of all, you don't even have to be over here. But something that, and then on top of that, I'm sorry, does influencer mean something different now all of a sudden? Because last time I checked, influencer means you can influence change. You can genuinely influence how people move. That's the whole. You're doing your job. You're doing your job. You're influencing the crowd. Now, how the hell, like, bro, like, people are special sometimes. Like, I don't understand how they miss that concept. They feel so need to get their voice out there that they don't pay attention to what they're saying. And then they try to be all negative, and then it comes out like, oh, you don't have an education. Not at all, do you? Okay, now we know what's wrong with you. Now we know why you're acting like this. This makes a whole lot of sense now. When you start actually looking at their life, you like, okay, I get it. You can't even be mad no more. I get it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, you shit in the barrel, now you got to eat it. Like, you listen, that's just your life. And you got to accept that. That's just okay. And that's like, that's just you. And stuff like that. But you came over here, which is the only reason why I'm saying something about it. I had nothing to say about it, but you decided to come in my territory. You know?
And that's I can't stand people come into your territory and want to talk shit on you, and it's your territory.
Exactly. Like, you got out your business and came over to mine. Yeah. And you thought I was just gonna let that slide.
He was at work. And he made sure he chimed in while he was supposed to be working for the man. He was on my platform. And the crazy thing was, then he says to me, oh, but no disrespect. It's all love, Queen. I follow you. I just want you to know I support you. But you're talking out the side of the neck, and I'm supposed to just be like, oh, because you're a supporter, I'm just so grateful to have you. No, I have blocked supporters.
Wait,
I
you
have
hold
blocked them.
on, hold on. Somebody that supports you tells you to stay in your place.
Mm, mm.
See, you don't want to argue with me. You don't want to argue with me because I done brought all that up. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You support me and just told me to stay in my place. You should know who I am, and you have the audacity to even come out your mouth and say stay in your place. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you might as well call me boy. It's like you just disrespecting the fuck out of me. I know you did not just like, but I would have had a whole fit. Like, I like what? No disrespect. I always followed you, queen, and stuff like that. Well, now you are banished. You are banished. Gone. Gone. You are outcast. Gone. And outside of you're abolished. Get
No,
out.
like
We
I
don't
block
want to see you no more.
supporters.
Exile.
Yes, like I
No,
block
because
supporters. I do. I block. I'm saying this because you're only a supporter until you're not. And you not being a supporter can happen at any
anytime.
moment. And they get mad because I know my job. I know fans. First of all, the word fan. Fans blow hot and cold air depending on the humidity. You can blow
Exactly.
hot air one moment, cold air the next. Like, no,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, thank you. I'm glad to have you. But am I really glad to have you? Or should I put your hot ass out and then turn around and collect 30 more to replace you?
I
And
did that immediately.
like, that's what I found that I've been able to do. My light, hold on. I found that in my life, for every
Mm.
person that I felt I lost, for every person that because my thing was this, when I first started this, and even now, I have like a small town kind of mentality about it. I talk to the
Mm.
same people. I show the same guys. Then every newbie, where there's a newbie, I get in and I start talking with him because connection for me is very important. These guys that I show on my pages and things like that, as you even mentioned, I know them. Like we've talked, we've really gotten to know each other's minds. So I kind of have like a small hometown kind of way of doing that, even though
Mm.
there are thousands. Even though my hometown populace is in the multi-thousands of these boys,
Mm.
it's still my hometown. So I just, you know, I'm doing my thing and I support other people, but I'm not about to let you,
Bully.
yeah, bully. That's the word. I'm not about to let you bully. Wait, you came over here to
Exactly.
bully me. What kind of stupid do I have to be to not
Mm-hmm.
block you?
Right.
I am not that hard up for a supporter. I mean this. I mean this with every fiber of my being. For every person that I have blocked, I've been blocking people since I started in social media.
Mm-hmm.
I got hundreds of thousands of followers. My views are in the millions every month and have been for 10 years straight. And these people are non-followers, have never hit
Mm-hmm.
the like button, have never commented, have never shared. And my little following of 140,000 people, I look at the analytics and they're the little purple part up here. And then the deep purple part is all these people that don't know me. They got to remember my screen name and they come back to me every day.
Yeah, the
You
stalkers.
want me to hold space for, oh, I actually hit the follow button and I've been following you for years. Yes, but little do you know, I know people in your circle. And yes, you hit the follow button. Yes, you hit the like button. Yes, you hit the share button. Yes, you hit the comment button. But you're the one talking shit about me to your circle. And then someone from your circle comes to me like, Queen, watch them because they talking shit about you. And I never say nothing to the person.
Mm.
I just get wiser.
Mm-hmm.
I just get wiser. And then you know what happens? Their posts on my page start to become less. I have a way for dealing
Mm-hmm.
people that are supporters and think I don't know how you really think.
They only support you till they find out that you can't support them the way they want you to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be
Yeah,
that only one.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants to be that only one, and I'm sick of that.
Fan, that number one fan.
And you know what's so funny? I want to go back to the whole that whole like the system of like husband wife this and the third, like the system of that. I want to go back to that because you said you didn't want to shit on it. Well, I just want to come here and shit on it real quick because look, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? I just wanted to I was waiting to shit on this because the system is broken, right? You like they if you ever notice in old shows or old movies, right? The husband is with the wife, with the kids. But what do you notice? The husband never loves the wife the way he's supposed to. If you notice, he never really like he gets annoyed. He's always annoyed. He doesn't like it's a perpetuation. It's more so of this is how America should be, and it's like no, it's not how it has to be. It really isn't. That's how you want to see it. But they be like, oh, this is what a full family is supposed to look like. Oh, really? That's funny because in all of your religions, they've had multiple wives. And last time I checked, they only stopped that because of the laws of America, not the world. The world still does it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it's crazy to me because it's like, who ordained it to be just that? Oh, husband, wife, kids, life. That's just go to work, come home. Like, who actually came out of here and was just like, this is normal. This is what we're supposed to do. You know, this is how it's supposed to be. If you're not like this, you're out of it. It's like you're gone and stuff like that. You know what? No, I don't agree with that. I believe that a person can have as many. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the way.
But the wealthy don't live like that.
Exactly. That was the way for them to live like that. Yeah, that was the way for them to control the population.
Yeah, they don't live like that. Yeah. You upset a wealthy man? He like, I'll replace 20. I get 25 of you. You know what I'm saying? I'll replace you. This about that. Now you gotta be afraid of the wealthy woman though. Wealthy woman, they don't need you for shit. For shit. I mean for shit. Not even a cup of coffee. Like for shit. You be like, hey, I just want to take you out tonight. See, I got food at home and I got a chef. What I need you to cook for me for? Take me out to eat.
You are saying my fantasies out loud.
You know? So it's like, you know what you come over here to take me out to eat. My chef already made for me.
Right.
Like it is 7:00. My dinner was made at 6. So I'm on my way home now. I'm late. My chef already made food for me. And you know, because once you're living your dream life, you don't have to be tied down. And if anything, let me say something that nobody else really talks about. Like, when you get married, to me, it feels like a spell. Because it is a contract, but the contract you're saying verbally to the other person. You're spitting your vows of how much you love this person, why you love this person, right? And then you are literally bounding yourself. You're saying, oh, I can't do this, I won't do this, I won't do that, and sickness out till death do us part. You are literally signed. That literally, you might as well say you sold your soul to the person. You might as well have said you sold your soul to the person because you basically just said, my life is yours, your life is mine. And nobody should be living like that. You should have 100% of you. I should have 100% of me. And we came together as a unison because we believe that we can work together as a unison. You don't have a company saying, oh, I only can bring 20% capacity. And then someone with 80 is like, oh, that's okay. I'm going to carry you. No, what do? They take over.
Yeah.
They take over. They sit there and they bond. They bring it together. They join. And then they take over eventually.
Yeah.
It's something like that. It's a hostile takeover. And they make it look all sweet. But it's not. That's not what it really is. You know? And,
no. While you're speaking, and I'm so glad that you are making me challenge in my mind society because you asked a very valid question. Who set this shit in motion? And then when you listen to it, like you said, even with the vows and the spells and the dark magic, like literally, it sounds like somebody set this up because someone in a room somewhere that we'll never know, never meet says, well, we have to keep them enthusiastic or they won't work for us. That's what it sounds like. Like
that's exactly what it is.
We have to make them think that they have a good life. But they don't continue to work for us, is what I'm hearing.
And you know what? Let me just say this. Let me put this out there and stuff like that, right? Because I want y'all to understand to the fullest capacity of what this is, right? I want y'all to understand that your words. See, people think that dark magic and the witch trials were just people were doing spells and voodoo and hoodoo. Nah, don't get me wrong. Those are real things. But what people don't understand is you're doing spells every single day and you don't even realize it. Your words is a double-edged sword. God even tells you that. Even in no matter what religion you're in, they tell you to watch your words and
Right.
to watch your character and to watch the way you are. There's a reason for that. Everything you do, everything you say can literally change not only yourself but the people around you. You can affect somebody based off of what you say and what you do. Now, your magic comes in where it can help you or it can destroy you. Because a lot of people don't understand that. Like, hey, you could have haters. Haters is dark magic. All they're doing is spewing their problems and their issues onto you. They're hating on this is not normalized, so I don't like this. So and they spew it onto you and throw up on you and stuff like that. But if you have a perfect shield, which is the perfect confidence, you could all right, bye, and it's nothing. It's like you know what I mean. It's nothing. It's like all right, well we know what's wrong with you, and it's like it don't work. It
You're
don't
telling
work.
the truth. You're telling the
You
truth because
know
that's how I've gotten to where I am.
exactly.
Like I've had like get this. I've never said this before, but I have people that report to me. They go
Hmm.
into different territories in my community and they listen to what is being said. People say, "Oh, you're so intelligent. You're so talented. How do you stay above?" Bitch, I'm doing surveys.
Yo,
My
Queen, you better have
company,
reports.
my company is doing surveys. I have people that do surveys and bring me back. What is the number one thing that people are talking about right now? What is the number one thing that people are thinking right now? What is the
Right.
number one thing that people feel? What is the number one thing that people need? If I
Hmm.
wasn't a businessman, that wouldn't exist. But because
Right.
I'm a businessman, that's how I stay cutting edge. There are
Right.
surveys being done so that my company stays cutting edge.
Right.
And because I am who I am and people believe in my magic, they
Hmm.
oftentimes just do it just to do it. And I
Now,
have to
mind you,
offer payment.
now, mind you, the now I feel like magic reached its peak when a person when the majority feels a certain way, and you can change that majority. When you can change that majority, that's a different type of power. When you can convince a crowd to feel something that they weren't even feeling, that's a different feeling. You know, so it's like, and I feel like when it comes to people that don't understand what we're talking about right now, I want you to understand that if you can't understand this, the best way I can give it to you is love yourself the best way possible. Love yourself in the best way capacity that you can. Because what you're getting outside in the world, you're only getting because everybody doesn't love themselves. Everybody can't stand themselves. They can't grasp the life that they're living or the situation that they're in. And that's why they project it onto you. You know what I'm saying? That means no negative talk. You can't be calling, the human body and the human brain doesn't understand when you insult someone.
Yeah.
So the brain doesn't understand that when you call somebody a negative name and you say that to that person, the brain doesn't know that you're talking to that person. The brain only understands that you're talking to you because it is
Wow.
inside of the shell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say that, you start noticing that the way you move will start changing. You start moving in a negative sense because what happens is this, right? When you spout that negative energy to that person, you're internalizing the feeling that person made you feel, and you're taking it in. So because of that, now you have something nasty to say because you took it in internally instead of saying, "Hey, that person got something going on. That is none of my business." And and now you're still happy. You know what I mean? Like, and really, like, that is like, people don't know how to mind their business. Like, they always have something to say or always have something to feel on someone else's life. Hey, look at yourself.
Yes.
Why are you worried about what this
Yes.
person's doing over here?
Yes.
And it got nothing to do with you. And this is elder people get mad when I say this. You're going to die one day.
Yes.
There's going to be a time where you no longer exist. You are going to be unalive. This is going to be done. Why are you worried about someone else's life? You may not even see that life tomorrow.
True.
You might not even see that life tomorrow. And you just wasted your breath worried about what that person looked like or feel like or said.
Your time, your energy that you could have been
Mm-hmm.
productive for you. It was so funny
Exactly.
you said that because I posted some Halloween stuff and somebody said to me like black folk like every single time it was supposed to scare a black person in this video, the black person stepped outside their house, saw the threat, and went back in their house. And literally, I was like, and I wrote, and when you said you need people don't need to learn how to mind their business, I laughed because black folk are both ways, very nosy, and then they mind their business when they have to. When something bad goes down, black folk go outside is not my concern. That does not concern
Yeah,
us.
they over there. Who the who the fuck? What was that? Hey yo, they caught. What's that? Oh, they shooting. Oh shit, they shooting. Turn the light off. Turn the goddamn light. Don't look out the window. Hit the floor. Mind your goddamn business. Now he was just all in the window. Till the bullets start flying through that window. Then they
Oh, oh my God. Oh, I can't breathe.
He saw me. I'm like, yo,
Right?
it really is
And
like
that's the last thing you want. You don't want them to see you looking because now you're a
oh, that's
witness.
you done. You might as well move. It's over. Move. But that's the thing. I think we know how to do that because we have to know what the threat is. I feel like that's why black people do it. We have to know what we're running from. What are we trying to run from? And then where the minding our business come from is when we realize that the creature is too much. Like, if we realize, like, all right, we open the door and we see Siren Head just like, we see just a big demonic demon just up there. And I'm shutting the door. I'm not about to run. I'm not about to sit there like, nope. I'm shutting the door and mind my business. That demon didn't come from me, obviously.
I can see you. You have your wife, babe, the kids, babe. The kids ain't going to school today. We gonna
No, literally. I'm gonna be like family time. I'm gonna turn on a movie. Go, Mama, go to the door. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. You will turn to a pillar of salt. Don't go over there. And I am not picking you up. I love you, but not that much. Not that much.
Every granule of salt.
I love you, but not that much. I'm like, go out there if you want to. Oh, babe, I'm just checking the window. Why would I close the window curtains? Why would I close the window curtains? You see me shaking and sweating and shit, and you gonna go check to see what it is? Obviously, if I don't want to know what it is, why are you going to check it out? What, you gonna save us? Okay, Miss Jesus, go ahead and save us. See if you make it back. If you do, hallelujah. Like, I'm like, no, like, I don't got time for it. Like, no, like, like, my attitude is, I feel like black people understand danger. Yeah. We understand danger. We should understand danger over 400 plus. Yeah, we should understand danger. Like, we should look and be like, oh, no, we don't go over there. We don't go over there. Nope, we cross the river and mind our business. We don't go over there. That's enough of that. We don't, nope. We don't know, quick. I'll tell you straight up. And if you know this, baby,
you know what? You ain't never lied. I got to Paris. I saw what I saw. I didn't need to see that. And I quickly said, I don't belong here. Not on this level. I was like, oh no, I got to come back where I got more power, more reinforcements. Fuck.
Yeah. What is that over there?
Like, I knew in France, oh, I can't try to make it here. I need to be somebody when I come here because they're going to do the worst to me. Like, oh, you
everything over there. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, like, and that's in America too. You can't come in on the bottom floor and passing all the gatekeepers and shit. They're going to do the worst shit to you. You guys, so many people in this business that I'm in, that they have the worst stories. They have the worst experiences. They've been sexually assaulted, taken advantage of by people that were just a little bit higher than them. They weren't even the people that were really having to offer the opportunity. You got fucked over by the fucked over people.
Exactly.
People don't realize that. Like, you didn't even get a real shot at an industry opportunity.
And you know what's so crazy too? I feel like, I can't even get into a lifestyle like that because, like, if I have someone I love and care about, I really love this person, and they had a shot and opportunity, and they come back to me crying because they had to do something. Oh, boy. I'm like, oh my God. John Wick did it for a dog.
He said John
Wick did it for a dog. I'm just like, I'm like, listen, I'm like, listen. I'm like, 'cause I just think I'm not rat too tight when it comes to those things. Like,
You
people
love
keep
your
trying to pluck
family.
the feathers from an angel, and it's like,
Yeah.
listen, you could do that to my angel if you want to, but Lord, I'm not. I didn't repent yet. I ain't even repent yet. I still got a lot of sin. And you know, so funny.
I still
You
got
know,
a
so
lot of
funny.
sin in me.
You know, so funny. I used to say this when I was younger, right? I used to have family members that be like, "Oh, it's okay. Go to God and repent." And I'd be like, "I can't do that." And they'd be like, "Why?" Because I'd be like, "Because I'm not sorry." Like, if like, no, like for real. Like, I never wanted to lie to God. So my attitude is, if I know, like for example, if God says, "Thou shalt not commit lust," right? But I see a baddie walking by, and I start doing this, and God's looking at me, I'm gonna be like, "Listen, I'm looking at you, but my other brain is looking over there. And the eyes already there. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee." Lord, I'm like, Lord, why did? First of all, why did you make them like that? Why did you
Why
make
did
them
you?
like that? Why did you? Why did? I'm start gaslighting God. Why did you? I, why did you make them like? They didn't have to come out like that. I'm like, they didn't have to look that so appealing and amusing. Like, they didn't have to look like that. You made them like, that's your fault. Why did you make them like that? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'll try to tell you, listen.
Listen.
But listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I was like, maybe I should get into comedy. I have a lot of energy.
Yes.
I have a
Yes.
lot of energy.
You
I just
got
have
a
a lot of
lot of
energy.
energy, but you also have a lot to say. Like, get
I,
it? Comics do well when the shit lands. You worried about? You said, "Oh, nobody what." I guarantee you, every black person would have been sitting in there right now looking at their wives when you said, "Why you going over there to the window?" I just
I
checked it
told you
here. They
because
all would have
look,
been looking at their girl like, "Mm-hmm,
look.
mm-hmm."
Unless my girl, and I ain't gonna lie, shout out to the muscle women out there. I love y'all, yo. Like, if a muscle woman could come on my DMs, let me know. But like, no, I love me some muscle women. But if you're not bigger than me, I just went to the window, just went to the door. I shut the door, closed the curtains, and chilled out. Why are you going over there to figure out what the hell I just looked at? Stuff
Yeah.
like that. Then something happened to you. I'm not coming to get you. I want y'all to know that. Oh yeah, let me let y'all know that I'm that type of husband too. If I marry you and I sit there and say, "Don't go over there, bro. Don't even look. You don't need to know what it is. We're not going over there." And you, "Oh, I just want to see. We're divorced. It's done. You're dead. Death do us part. Then you're gone. Because I'm not gonna save you. You gonna be screaming. I'm gonna be like, bye. I loved you. I really did. Bye. I'm
I'm
done.
so mad. But you
It
know
wasn't
what?
for me.
No,
Send
you
the one that was for me.
send the one that
Like,
was.
no, send the one that's for. No, I'm serious because obviously she didn't trust my judgment. She
Uh,
didn't trust my
you
judgment.
think higher? Yeah, you think
Yeah, she
you
didn't
on a
trust
whole
my
nother.
judgment.
Yeah.
Let her go. I was like, listen, I told her there was some demon dogs over there, and she didn't believe me. Now she got bit, and I ain't letting her back in. I seen zombie movies, so I ain't letting her back in. I'm like, yo, you gotta stay out there. I lock doors. I'm like, I lock doors. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, I we whizzed through an hour.
Oh, for
It's
real?
gone. It
Oh man.
literally. What I want to say in closing is, if you don't start writing some jokes and get on the comedy circuit, my name ain't the Queen of Shade, because literally you have made me bust out of my belt this entire conversation. You
Listen,
are
thank you.
so talented, but get it, your talent is based in logic. Are you a
Mm.
sapiosexual?
Oh yes, for sure.
I can
Oh
tell.
yes,
No, I
that's
knew
for
it. I could
sure.
tell. I could tell your
I love
intellect.
me a smart woman. Oh my
Yes,
god.
your intellect. Your
Oh
intellect is
my
what you
god.
lead with. Me being an intellectual entertainer, I lead with my mind. My mind is always,
Hmm.
it has,
I love that.
yeah,
Like I love like competition. Like I remember I bonded with some. Oh yeah, I bonded with someone in a mental hospital one time because I was in a mental hospital for a little bit with crossword puzzles. That was it. She
yeah,
wanted to challenge me in a crossword puzzle. I liked her. I was like, oh yeah. Like I don't. The regular stuff doesn't appease me. It doesn't please me. I'll literally it won't even not even sex. Like it just won't appease me too much.
yeah.
But when you're intelligent, like when you're really smart, like to the point where I'm just like, Let me. What you just say? I gotta pick up my dictionary. Oh man, now I gotta pick up my book. I gotta go to Barnes and Noble. I gotta go to Barnes and Noble. I got. Oh
I like
man,
that
I
too.
gotta go to the library.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you know when a girl real good when you like, you know what? Babe, you ever think about going to college together? You ever think about going to college together? We should go to college together. We really should. We should go to college together. I think it would be a great experience. You know? And that's the thing. And I like listen, I'm doing all we having all types of competitions. Spelling bees, we doing track, we doing basketball, like we gonna get into everything. We're gonna record it too. It's gonna be on YouTube and everything. But like no, because the thing is I feel like when you have a mind like that, it should be shown off.
Yeah.
It should definitely be shown up. It should definitely be like praised and stuff like that. I feel like honestly, like God didn't make this world for dumb people.
Yeah. I
Like
agree.
dumb people don't last. Dumb people. I'm sorry. Dumb stupid people don't last. If you're not quick to the draw, you will not last in this world. They love the person that can't think. Listen, I'm
Mm,
like, listen.
mm.
Nothing more that a jock loves than a stupid girl.
Yeah. Because they do their homework. They do all.
Yup.
Yeah.
Nothing more that a jock loves than a stupid girl, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you. And the crazy part is, it's not good, bro. It's their favorite toy.
Yeah.
It's just listen. It's just one of those things where it's just like I want y'all to understand that like intellect is important. You know how people would go and they say like go to school. It's important. You know what I'm saying? They be like go to school. It's important. You should get an education. I believe that you should get an education and you should max out your education. But education in your field. What are you good at? Be
Yeah.
smart in your field. If something doesn't work for you, it just doesn't work. That's okay. It doesn't work. If you're not good at math, it's okay. If you're good at science, it's okay. If you like, you're gonna have to learn how to read. But other than that, like, because if you don't read, good luck, buddy. But it's like good luck, buddy. You don't know how to read. That's kind of crazy. But
Yeah. Someone
yeah,
once.
I do want to close this off with everybody, like everybody understanding, like intellect is everything.
There it is.
Intellect is everything. I want to close this off with saying like this comedy that I have is only because I knew what I wanted to say in the moment. That is the only reason why. It's because I want to say what I want to say in the moment that makes sense to the people. And I want y'all to understand that that comes with intellect. You have to have some form of intellect. You don't have to be Albert Einstein. You don't have to be Stephen Hawking, but you have to be quick on your feet. You
Yeah.
definitely have to be quick on your feet
That is always.
because this world loves to eat
Yeah.
everybody that doesn't meet the bar.
That has always saved my life. I've always been
Hmm.
very, very quick,
Exactly. You have to be quick.
extremely quick witted.
You know what's so funny? I'm sorry. I know I said we was gonna close this off, but like people act like bunnies. They don't move fast until they see a wolf. They don't see. They see a wolf and a light, and then they want to go running and hopping. And it's like, oh, y'all actually fast after all. After all, and it's like, please save me. I don't want to save you. I don't want. You see the teeth on that thing? I don't want to save you. But it's generally simply because you. And that's another thing too. We feed off of adrenaline a lot, and that can kill you.
Yes.
Like that really can kill you. People only thrive off of motivation, and the motivation is not enough. You gotta want to do it when you don't want to do it. You gotta want to do it when you don't want to do it, gang. Like I'm just trying to tell y'all, you gotta do it when you don't want to do it. You gotta put your foot forward when you don't want to put your foot forward, and you gotta put your best foot forward when you don't want to. Think about it like a tightrope. Think about it. I want y'all to think about it like a tightrope. If you miss that step, yo, you falling,
Yeah.
and you better catch that rope because if you don't,
Yeah.
that's your ass. Like that's your ass. And I say that to not make y'all paranoid, but to understand how quick you have to think. This is the world we live in right now. We have to think very quickly and very swiftly. We have to move accordingly too. Be yourself. Be your own person. But whatever you're good at, maximize it. Maximize it to the like. Make sure you become the best at it just because you want to be the best at it. That's all I gotta say for that one.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. This
Thank
this
you for having me. Finally,
finally.
finally.
This was amazing. Get this. Season one, I've ended with give me three words that inspire and empower you. But season two is different. And you're gonna like this one, or you might not like. Who knows? Season two, I say, make a wish. Say
Hmm.
it out loud, let it be recorded, go out into the atmosphere, and return to you. So, if there's something you wish for or could wish for in your life, what would that be? Go for it. What would be the wish that you would have for yourself? I done stumped you.
Anything I do with excellence, and I prosper in anything I accomplish. I want to, like, my wish is to genuinely max, if I want to learn something, best of my ability. I want to max out every strength I have. That's my wish. I want to max out every strength I have. I want to basically strengthen up, and that covers everything. That covers everything. Because I feel like if I can move in the best form of me that I can move, if I can move the best Troy Legion I can be, sorry about that. If I can be the best Troy Legion I can be, I feel like I can run this world. Like, I feel like I can run this world, and I genuinely have that mentality. And you and everybody should have that mentality too. So that the only reason why kings and queens are in power is because they say so.
Oh my God, that's another video I did. I said the only reason I'm queen is because I decided to be.
Exactly.
Ask anyone.
That's the only reason. So I want to maximize on all my strengths, everything, every aspect: brain, emotion, physicality. You know, like, I want people to understand that I'm not here to play. I'm here to take over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard the vocal stylings of Mr. Troy Legion.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. Yes. 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 Thank you. Mwah. Mwah.
Don't go away. Don't go away.
Yeah.
So did you enjoy? Was the conversation everything you thought it would be? It was for me. I love catching up with my friends. It was absolutely amazing. So if you thought it was amazing, please continue to watch, comment, like, and share. And most of all, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you, and I do this for you. Good, wholesome content about self-love, self-confidence, and self-healing. The Queen of Shade loves you all. Remember my name, the Queen of Shade. Mwah.
You could have more of me, but I'm questioning your loyalty. But you know my love is never free. Little boy, come get your daddy, please. And I wish you could have more of me, but I'm questioning your loyalty. But you know my love is never free. Little boy, come get your daddy, please. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna get you, boy. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna get you, boy. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna get you, boy. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm gonna get you, boy. Turn that TV down.